Good evening and welcome to Inside Story. I am Keisha Woodley. Inside Story is a weekly magazine program produced by the Agency for Public Information. It highlights government's plans, projects, and policies at work in your community. Our local feature highlights local products on display at a recently held BUYSVG Expo. Thank you for viewing Inside Story. An informative and thought-provoking program awaits you this evening. With the motto, Each One Push One, Constructive Solutions Inc. and partners stage a BUYSVG Expo on Friday and Saturday of November 25th and 26th, 2016 on the ground floor of the Methodist Church Hall. To launch the BUYSVG Expo, there was an opening ceremony with remarks by Dr. Ashley C. John and a presentation from a group called Eco-Friendly SVG, with the feature address being delivered by Honorable Rennie Batiste, Speaker of the OACS House of Assembly. Batiste captioned her address, Building an Effective Ecosystem for the Development of Sustainable Livelihoods in St. Vincent and the Grenadines through Entrepreneurship. Many local entrepreneurs got an opportunity to display their products at the BUYSVG Expo.
New and established Vincentian entrepreneurs and businesses from a range of industries were provided with an opportunity to promote and sell their products and services. This was made possible through the inaugural BUYSVG Expo 2016, an initiative of Constructive Solutions Inc. in collaboration with the Caribbean Center of Excellence for Sustainable Livelihoods, COESL. BUYSVG Expo 2016 took place on Friday, November 25th and Saturday, November 26th, 2016 at the bottom floor of the Methodist Church Hall under the theme, Up Your Game.
We have a number of exhibitors, including exhibits from Eco-Friendly SVG, which is part of the ongoing e-waste project, also coordinated by Constructive Solutions Inc. in collaboration with GF Small Grants. In addition to the exhibition of local products, you can look forward to activities such as a presentation by COESL to promote entrepreneurship, and another by Constructive Solutions Inc. to share the organization's innovative Entrepreneurs Challenge vision. There will also be a short panel discussion, an e-waste presentation and demonstration, where we have the much anticipated Biz Pitch Entrepreneurial Challenge for entrepreneurial citizens who have ideas of startup or to expand their existing businesses. Visitors can also participate in promotions by Constructive Solutions Inc. and as exhibitors as well, and enjoy music performances and photography as part of the cultural industries cluster. All of us as Vincentians should adopt the mindset that we have an indispensable social responsibility for fostering enterprise and innovation in our youth. As a nation, we can achieve enhanced socio-economic growth through the encouragement and support of entrepreneurial development. Constructive Solutions Inc. has been contributing to this cause through its regional award-winning Biz Hub entrepreneurial program, providing quality training and counseling for budding entrepreneurs. I appeal to you for support in this regard and in any other ways within your capacity. Let us make efficient use of the talents and creativity of our youth by supporting them in their entrepreneurial endeavors. In the words of Arthur Ashe, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can.
Constructive Solutions Incorporated is a non-profit organization whose main aim is to promote a culture of innovation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. Ashley John is the Executive Director of Constructive Solutions Inc.
We are social enterprise. Also, in simple terms, we prepare, we promote, and we celebrate entrepreneurship and job readiness as tools for environmental, economic, and social development for people across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We believe that the most effective way to do this is by building multi-stakeholder partnerships, especially with the church, academia, and the private sector. We have a lot of private sector people present. We also have the public sector represented. So we believe this is the way to make this work. Now, we would have been around for quite a while. Our vision to be a premier holistic center in St. Vincent. And our mission is to basically offer effective social support programs to males and females. It was usually, we started for youth only, and must admit that. But as we work with young people, one of our big concerns that jumped out at us is when we finish working with a young person and they have to go home to the parents and the community, for the older senior people, they might not understand what they're going about, because we are accustomed to the academia approach. So when a child finishes college, for example, and says to the parent, instead of going and applying for a job, we want to start a business. We know in St. Vincent what can happen there. So we also like to connect with the parents, and we had to actually open the door for some older persons.
Non-profit organizations such as Constructive Solutions Inc. assist the youth in the startup of their business throughout the OECS. These organizations assist the youth with the know-how, the marketing skills, feasible planning sales, basic tools that are needed to build successful brands. Constructive Solutions Inc. particularly have coined the DEEC program. This is developing entrepreneurial and employable citizens across SVG. Dr. Ashley John not only provides business coaching, one of his key strategies of his program is providing follow-up with existing businesses. Sitting and standing in this room today are numerous entrepreneurs, including myself, who can attest to working with the Constructive Solutions Inc. DEEC program and have been successful as business persons. We are very thankful for this opportunity. I, more than others, seeing this is my very first expo, I'm thankful for the added exposure and promotion of local startup and existing businesses.
According to Dr. John, some of the entrepreneurs that were present at the expo have attended a number of regional trade shows and have copped several awards.
In the last 3 years, we have won approximately 10 regional awards: best quality, best product, most informative exhibit, good partnership. We have won so many different awards, and a number of the awards we have won is from some of the very same products that you are seeing here. Just last year, we won Best Product Agriculture. Alita Garraway, she's in the back right there. She has an award right on the table, I just bought it. So she could just stick it up in the air for us. Right? We won that last year in Grenada. Yes, there a round of applause for the job well done. And these products, seasonings, and so on were created right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And when you go to these trade shows, you compete against the entire Caribbean and their products. We also won Best Product and Service in the Cultural Industry, and this was won by Submission Korea. She's standing right there, Edge Media Center. And at the time, she was a recipient of the YES program, thanks to Mr. Phil Jeffries. But we worked with her very hard, and within 1 year, she was able to top that regional award. So our intention is to continue to promote that culture of innovation. We also want to showcase the value of entrepreneurship and workforce development, and the two of them have to go together.
Barrister at law and Speaker of the OECS House of Assembly, the Honorable Rene Baptiste, was the featured speaker at the BUYSVG Expo 2016. Baptiste delivered on the topic, Building an Effective Ecosystem for the Development of Sustainable Livelihoods in St. Vincent and the Grenadines Through Entrepreneurship. She applauded Constructive Solutions Inc. for its effort to maintain the issues of development and sustainable development livelihoods and entrepreneurship at the forefront of our common business and development agenda of the people. Baptiste highlighted the importance of finding one's niche in their various sectors and told the entrepreneurs that it is important for them to understand their industry in order to make money.
I tell you that because we listen to stories about people getting famous and making billions of dollars. We expect to do the same thing with 100,000 people. It won't work that way, and you will not make billions of dollars. There are 110 lawyers in St. Vincent. 43 of them work in the Attorney General, the DPP, the FIU, the FSA, and the rest are in private practice. So obviously, to thrive and survive in the system, you have to select the niche that works for you. There were people who thought, I'm not a lawyer because I don't go to court. They don't see me in the magisterial court in Tongna country. So they're not sure if I'm really a lawyer. I do other things. There are many things lawyers can do. I do VIP dignitary hospitality services. I do consultancy in electoral law, labor law, working with the ILO, and I do consultancy with UNESCO on culture. So it's a question of finding the niche that works for you in each of the subsectors that Mr. John showed you there, and working that niche. And if I sit and I look at you and I say, let me see what's different. There's nothing different. You doing something everybody does. How does that set you apart? Follow Kevin Little. You see how it sets him apart. There is a market for everything that you have in here. But it's one, the size, and two, your capacity to fulfill that market. So be in your product. You are the product, you're the brand. Be the entrepreneur for it. And you make people want you. And that is what sustains. And you have to be able to tweak as the time rolls on, because things change.
No one ever said it's going to be easy to be an entrepreneur. Whether you're in the early stages, or you're at a startup, or you just secured funding for your startup, or you're already at product launch, there will always be those components when you ask yourself if this whole entrepreneurship thing is worth it. And I know many of you have been at that point, and I'm happy to see that most of you have gone past that point. So I know that it is worth it. For a lot of us, instead of going through with the idea, we're throwing the proverbial white towel, because we think or we feel the effort that you're putting in is not going to bring the reward. But I want to say to you that you have to keep motivated, and you have to keep your head up. And even through those tough patches, that you have to look and listen and then learn. We have a few persons who have gone before, who have experienced all of what you have gone through and have made it. We have had a businessman by the name of Nolan Bushnell. He says, the critical ingredient in getting off your butt and doing something is as simple as that, getting up. A lot of people have ideas, but there are few who decide to do something about them now, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. The true entrepreneur is a doer, not just a dreamer.
It symbols history for us, and we never know where this can go from here. Today we have, as a people, we have said we are going to do something different, and we're going to make a change. So it is indeed my honor to just cut this ribbon and create history in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thank you.
Ashisia Sam reporting for the API's Inside Story.
This is where we conclude this edition of Inside Story. I will leave you with two quotes. The first is by Miss Amy Wilson Carmichael, a Protestant Christian missionary in India who opened an orphanage and founded a mission in Darfur. And I quote, "Let us not be surprised when we have to face difficulties. When the wind blows hard on a tree, the roots stretch and grow the stronger. Let it be so with us." End of quote. And the second is from the Holy Scriptures in 2 Corinthians 4:17-18 from the New International Version. And it says, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what we see is temporary and what is unseen is eternal." Do have a safe and wonderful weekend. Good evening. I am Keisha Woodley.